Hi everyone. Today we're going to study circle graph or pie chart. A circle graph or pie chart shows the relationship between a whole and its parts. This is an example. This is the pie chart of the time spent by a child during a day. 8 hours for sleep, 6 hours in school, 3 hours to play, 3 hours for other things, 4 hours for doing work in the home. Here, the whole circle is divided into sectors. The size of each sector is proportional to the activity or information it represents. For example, the proportion of the sector for hours spent in sleeping. This is the number of sleeping hours all over the whole day. When we put the values or the numbers, we write 8 hours for sleeping all over the total whole day of 24 hours. We simplify our fraction into 1/3. That means this sector for sleeping drawn 1/3 part of the circle. Similarly, the proportion of the sector for hours spent in school. So we write the number of hours in school all over the whole day. Putting the values, we have 6 hours all over 24 hours. We simplify the fraction as 1/4. So that means this sector for hours spent in school drawn 1/4 part of the circle. Size of other sectors can be found on the same way. Note that if we sum up all fractions corresponding to the sectors, that is equal to 1. These are the steps to construct pie charts. Step 1. Compute for the sum of all frequencies, denoted by n. Step 2. Find the percentage of each frequency, denoted by f, category by the formula percentage equals f over n times 100%. Step 3. Find the angle corresponding to each frequency category by the formula angle equals f over n times 360 degrees. Step 4. Draw the pie chart corresponding to angle and percentage of each item of the category. Let us see one example here. In a university, there are 400 students in the foundation program, 450 in the first year diploma, 350 in the second year diploma, and 250 in the higher diploma. Construct a pie chart for the data. It is advisable that we put the data in a table. I have here a table with 4 columns. The first column is reserved for the level, and the levels are foundation, first year diploma, second year diploma, and higher diploma. The next column is for the frequency. There are 400 students in the foundation program, 450 students in first year diploma, 350 students in second year diploma and 250 students in higher diploma. There are two additional columns, namely percentage and angle, that we're going to fill in the blanks for these two columns. Let's go now to step 1, and that is to compute for the sum of all frequencies. Taking the summation of this column, we will have n equals 1450. Step 2, find the percentage of each frequency category by the formula percentage equals f over n times 100%. Let's start with our first blank here. So we're going to use the 400, and that is the frequency of the first level, divided by the 1450, and then multiply to 100%. And the answer is 27.6%. We will copy this value on this blank, and here we go. For the second blank, 31%. We got this when we have this 450 divided by 1450 times 100%. The next blank is 24.1%, and that is when we have the 350 divided by 1450 times 100%. The last blank is 17.2%, and this comes from 250 divided by 1450 times 100%. After that, let us get the total of this column. We will have 99.9%, and this is equivalent to 100%. Now, let us go to step 3. Find the angle corresponding to each frequency category by the formula angle equals f over n times 360 degrees. Let's begin with the first blank here. It means, again, I'm going to use the frequency value and then divide by the n 1450 times 360 degrees. This is equal to 99.31 degrees. This value we will copy on this blank. So we have now this 99.31 degrees. Next, for this blank, we will follow the same formula. So we will get 111.72 degrees. We will get this when we have 450 divided by the n 1450 times 360 degrees. So the value is here. The next is 86.90 degrees. This value comes from the 350 divided by 1450 times 360 degrees. And the last blank is equal to 62.07 degrees. This comes from 250 divided by 1450 times 360 degrees. And the value is written here. Now let us take the summation of this column, and we will have the answer 360 degrees. This must be always equal to 360 degrees. On the same way that this column must have the summation that is equal to 100%. Now, let us go to step 4. Draw the pie chart corresponding to angle and percentage of each item of the category. So let us minimize our table because we're going to draw the pie chart. This is the finished product or the pie chart of this example. Please observe that in the pie chart, we are putting the percentage for each item of the category. Let's start with the first one, the foundation. So this 27.6% is written here. And for the angle, 99.31 degrees, it is estimated in the central angle. The next level is for first year diploma, which is 31%. And here is the 31% in red-orange color. And the central angle here is estimated to be 111.72 degrees. The third item is second year diploma with 24.1%. Here we go. And the angle is 86.90 degrees. And this is the angle. The last level is the higher diploma with 17.2%. And there we write the 17.2%. And the central angle is estimated to be 62.07 degrees. We can see here that our pie chart is colorful. However, in our daily class activity, what we can do is simply put each level opposite each corresponding sector. It means to say, the foundation program, we can write somewhere here. The first year diploma, we can write somewhere this side. The second year diploma may stay here. And the higher diploma, we can write somewhere here. And this is our final answer. Example 2. Ice cream flavor preference of students are given in percent below. Construct a pie chart for the data. We have here two columns for the table. First column for the flavors that are chocolate, vanilla, and other flavors. For the second column, the percent values are given. 50% for chocolate, 25% for vanilla, another 25% for other flavors. We can add another column here to note the fractions. The 50% we convert as fraction. So this 50% is 50 over 100. We simplify this into 1/2. 25%, that becomes 25 over 100. And this is simplified into 1 over 4. The same is true with another 25%, that is equal to 1 over 4. Another column, we will now write the angles. The total is 360 degrees. So for chocolate of 50%, that is equal to 1/2. We compute 1/2 of 360 degrees. That is equal to 180 degrees. For vanilla of 25%, that is equal to 1/4. We compute for 1/4 of 360 degrees. So that is 360 degrees divided by 4, we will get 90 degrees. Same value will come for 25%. That will be 1/4 of 360 degrees, and that is 90 degrees. Now let us draw the pie chart. Let us draw a circle with this center. We are going to use protractor. We will identify 180 degrees, 90 degrees, another 90 degrees out of this total of 360 degrees. So here we go. Chocolate, 180 degrees is this sector. 90 degrees for vanilla and another 90 degrees for other flavors. Example 3. Given the pie chart below, answer the questions. This is our pie chart. Let's answer problem 1. On which item the expenditure is maximum? Observing our pie chart along with the sectors, look at this food sector with 25%. This is the highest percent out of all the other sectors. For question 1, the answer is food. Second question, expenditure on which item is equal to the total savings of the family? The savings of the family is here with 15%. There is another sector with 15%, which is education for children. No other sectors has 15%. So for question number 2, the answer is education for children. Question 3. If the monthly savings of the family is 3,000 rupees, what is the monthly expenditure on clothes? Look at our savings, that is 15%. So, the 15% here represents 3,000 rupees. So the question is, what about the clothes with 10%? To represent 10%, we will write now this 3,000. We divide by this 15. Then we multiply the fraction by 10. The answer here is 2,000 rupees. This is the answer for question number 3.